What's up, guys? This is Troy G from AskTroyG.com, and I want to thank you for taking the first step to making more success online. If you haven't experienced success online before, it's an incredible feeling, and I really want you to have that. So let's talk about this. This video, this has the potential to revolutionize the way that you market online. In the previous video, we learned that we need to build a list. We need to market high-end products or valuable products. We need to create leads or subscribers. And then we need to go ahead and close at least 1% of those leads. Sounds like a challenge, and I think you guys are up to it. So to begin, we're going to start with building a list. Okay, there's lots of ways to build a list today. And I'm only going to discuss with you right now building a list generated from traffic exchange sites. Okay? Now, the normal traffic exchange marketer already has a product or service, and they're promoting that product in what's called a traffic exchange network. And now we have to really appreciate what that is. It's essentially a network of marketers or salesmen, and we're trying to sell to them. That's the oxymoron thing about it. A bunch of salesmen selling to other salesmen. It's kind of funny. But it does still represent the challenge that everyone faces in the network. It's your challenge and it's their challenge. Everyone is trying to sell to a salesman. So when you're trying to sell to a salesman, it's like telling that salesman, hey, listen, your product is okay, but mine's better, and you should really buy or sell mine because it's so much better. Okay? That's what it sounds like when you hear ad after ad after ad. People that are telling you they've got the best product on the internet. Look how much money I'm making. This is the one. Okay? Now, granted, that does work for some people. Some people do find success sharing their success. But for the most part, it kind of turns a few people off. And especially that salesman that's been on there clicking away, looking at so many ads, everyone starts to sound the same pretty much. And so this is kind of, let me give you a glimpse of what the room looks like when you got this type of mentality. Essentially, you've got a room full of salesmen and everyone's talking and no one's buying. So you've got all your different characters in there. You've got your loudmouths, you've got your newbies that are just getting started, and then you've got your guaranteed to work people. Hey, this thing will work. All you have to do is sign up, pay, and you'll never see me again. So that's very popular. We've seen that. I think everyone's seen that at some point in their careers, of marketing online. And so what would an ideal situation look like for the room? What do we want the room to look like? Okay, how about this? Why don't we have a room full of sales colleagues, and it's one professional helping another? And look at how excited and motivated these people look. Man, they're just having a ball there. They're slapping hands, high-fiving each other. One's giving direction, and one lady looks like she could just open up, or she can be opened up to, and you can share all the information about your product to her, and she'll size it up and make an informed decision. And then what do you get as a result? People shaking hands right at the top of the screen there. You've got the people, one computer person to the other just loving it. Okay, so it's a little bit, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but that would be ideal, wouldn't it? I mean, that looks a lot better than this room, right? Okay, so what do we have to do? All right, well, let's start with a different approach. Okay, let's start with offering this. Let's say, hey, I think your product is pretty good. In fact, I think I can help you sell it. So you have to think, how many people would say no to that? I mean, you'd probably get a better response, I'm guessing, than the first approach, right? So here we go. So how do we get this approach? How do we say that to people? How do we tell them we like what they have and we think we can help them sell it? Well, the way you do it is you offer a product that's free and that would immediately help them improve on their marketing or their sales goals. That's the key. If you can find a way to help them with what they're already utilizing, then that will build what's called trust. And that's the simple part about it, is you need to create trust for people. People need to see that you've got valuable information to share with them, and it will only improve their lives. And that's what you need to do. Only after you do that can you possibly get them to pay attention to you later, and then you can ask them for personal information. Can I get your name and email? Sure, here's my name and email. The last thing you gave me made me 200,000. So here, share with me. Now, of course, I'm exaggerating, but guess what? For some people, $200 is like 200,000. They'd love to see some success online. And so that's what you need to do. You need to represent that success in their life so they can share that story with others about how good it was, the information you gave. All right? So now, let's talk about how to build that list. Now, there's some basic tools that you need to have. First, you're going to need probably a Aweber account. It's an inexpensive account. It's very good, though, and I'll share with you a little bit more about what it does. Let's just sum it up by saying it's a great email marketing campaign tool. Next, we have WebStarts. They offer a free web building account, which, by the way, you're on right now. If you are on the on my site, it's set up through WebStarts, and you can get free accounts with them. It's incredible. Now, you can upgrade, and I'll share that with you later. But the next thing you need is the Audacity voice recorder. And a lot of people are asking me, why a voice recorder? Why not videos? Well, unless you've got the budget of Spielberg, you're going to be competing with some pretty expensive programs out there. And let's say that you've got an incredible program through an affiliate network. Okay, well, if other people have the same thing that you're promoting, and there's like 50 of them, and they're all on the same site, I hate to say it, but you're going to look just like everyone else. So why don't you try something different? Why don't you brand yourself, put your voice out there? And again, some people are made for the camera. Some people just shine no matter what they do. But realistically, unless you might have a picture hanging on your wall that people don't like, you might be inside your house and they're going, that house doesn't look big enough. I don't trust this person. I don't think they're making any money. Or you might have just the fact that you think you're doing a great job, and someone looks and sizes you up and says, nah, that's not for me. And they're really not even talking about your product. So you need to become that product, and you need to put yourself out there, but you can do it with a voice recorder, and it comes out just as good. Plus, you can go back and change it. So anyway, let's look at getting the tools. Okay, first I talked about Aweber. It's a lead capture and organization account that helps you organize email marketing campaigns. And let me share something with you. I love this thing because A, it protects my people's information when they go in, and secondly, it helps organize the campaign so I know how to market effectively to my subscriber list, which, let me tell you something, that's your golden list. That's the list that lays the golden eggs, because those are the ones that are going to be your loyal followers and your loyal customers, and hopefully your loyal friends, and and you can share and buy some of their stuff as well. Now, that program, it only costs $19.99 for a basic account, and that's all you really need to get going. Okay, the next is WebStarts. It's a free web building, website building account. And I mean, they give full training videos on how to set it up and how to do it. So it speaks for itself. I mean, it's free, it's web building, and you're on it right now. So for crying out loud, get with the program, because if you're looking at my site, guess what? I utilize the same tools. So last thing, AudacityStore.com. Now, again, I mentioned about the voice recorder and why it's important. Well, this is a free download program. It does a whole lot of other things. It also allows you to, dub your voice over songs. You can put background noises in there. You can make an echo sound out of your voice, change your pitch, your speed. I mean, it's an incredibly fun tool, and it's, like I said, free to download. Now, depending on where you're watching this video, if you are on the site, then you will see some buttons underneath where you can go ahead and get those products that I mentioned earlier. And that does complete stage 1 of the amazing online marketing video series. Now, if you'd like to continue on and learn more about how to utilize all the things that we mentioned before, then I would suggest you go straight to my site, AskTroyG.com, and log into the free information. Get the free training, and it's all in the training course that I provide. Now, take the information that I'm giving you now and go out there and make a fortune on the traffic exchange sites. But I've got so much more to share with you. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So no matter what you do, I do want to wish you well. I want to wish you good fortune and nothing but the best for you. And one thing I want to point out, though, is you really got to consider the program that you're promoting right now. Is it going to be with you long term? Is it going to be something you can promote 5 years down the road? Is this the main moneymaker that you see being a huge account for you? And if not, then keep your mind open. There may be other things out there that, can be beneficial for you. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share. I hope everything goes well for you. Again, good fortune to you.